This is 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. My name is Matt Byrne, and you're listening to Vinylthon 2023 on Harper Radio. My gosh, it's very exciting to be here today. I have brought a whole goodie bag of assortments of different records. Oh, I'm just holding my hand right here. There's lots of crazy and wild tunes to share with you today. If you don't know me, I do a show on Thursdays called The B-Side. And I guess this is sort of a bonus episode of The B-Side in some ways, because I'm actually going through my real collection of records. I have so many different things. The one thing I'm excited to play today for you is some 78s. These are very old records. This is predating the old 45 and the 33s, but we're going to play a lot of odds and ends. Usually on my show I usually play album cuts, and that's usually selections from albums that really didn't make it big or weren't a hit single, but are perhaps recognized and to be sort of like a cult following to it, or it's just a song I think is credible and should be played on the air. But yeah, we also like to play, of course, B-sides. That's real singles and the flip side of them that also weren't that successful. This first single, this is actually a genuine 45 I have right here. This comes from a fantastic soul group from the 1970s. This is the Dramatics off the label Volt, which is actually a subsidiary of Stax. You can see, if you're online, actually, you can see on YouTube Live. I'll be showing this up to the camera. Here it is, Volt. And that's out of Memphis, Tennessee, was where Stax was as well. So we're going to start with that going up, and then right after that, we're going to flip it over and see what we can find. So without further ado, here is the Dramatics with What You See Is What You Get.
Some people are made of plastic. And some people are made of wood. Some people have hearts of stone.
What You See Is What You Get by the Dramatics out of Volt. If you want to contact them, hey, why not? 926 East McElmore in Memphis, Tennessee. That's Volt Records. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do indeed have to switch it over because these B-sides don't do them themselves. The next side, this is the genuine B-side that we were talking about. Oh, and actually, for once on these records, they actually give you a date. That is very satisfying. The date, well, I can tell you for a fact. You can tell this is a groovy tune. Number one, because it's from Groovesville. And number two, the time exactly is 4 minutes and 20 seconds, if you catch my meaning, okay? Only the cool guys are going to understand that one, I think, okay? And besides that, it was released in May of 1971, so just over 50 years old. That's crazy. So yeah, we're going to play that. The B-side being Thankful for Your Love, originally produced by Tony Hester and arranged by Johnny Allen, so... Without further ado, here we go. The B-side to What You See Is What You Get. Here we go.
Just wanna take a little time out.
College radio stations commercial products, but I click words on the show for
Thank you for your love. You came on and showed me that a man can't live by bread alone. Came on and taught me that no, I just can't make it on my own. But while I thank you, I thank the Lord above for smiling down on me and blessing me with your love, baby. Was about to make me lose my mind, but you came along just in time, and I want to thank you, baby. Thank you for your love. If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you, baby. Thank you for your love. I'm gonna say it, say it, say it, say it. Oh, thank you, girl.
The Dramatics, right here on 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. Oh man, that's a solid one. The Dramatics are always a good choice, I think. I actually keep this one pretty as pristine as I can keep it. This comes with the original sleeve and all, basically everything that came with in the first place. The record a little scratchy though, although it's always interesting how the B-side is always just a little bit less scratchier because no one wanted to flip it. But hey, we're doing it. We're kind of breaking that barrier right now and playing what was not really heard too much back in the day. That was "Thankful for Your Love" as performed by the Dramatics from May of 1971. Oh, it is so nice to just hold this in your hands. I almost dropped it, but that's all right. It's just fun to just hold it in your hands and just look at it and see the dates. The least satisfying thing, though, is when they don't put the information on it and they can't tell you what the A side is and what the B side is. A lot of times, even older, like 78s will do it, but 45s for some reason they just thought they were too cool for it. It's freeform. Yeah, why not? It's just a record, man. Who cares if you gotta turn it over? One side could be a single. One side could be, just garbage. Who knows? Well, no, I want to know. And so I'm making that declaration. If I were ever going to go back to the Stone Age and reprint these, we're putting labels on them. I need to know when it was released. Oh gosh, maybe it's just the anal scientist that I think is living deep within me, I'll say. But you are listening to the award-winning broadcast station, Harper Radio. All thoughts and ideas presented on the show are my own and not reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper Radio, or its board of trustees, or even Harper College for that matter. We're going to go on to our next little song here. This next song, it comes from an album that I'm a big fan of. I don't think it's gotten the views, if you want to call it views. I don't think it's gotten the ears on it that I think it deserves. It's very theatrical. It's very kind of concept-y a little bit. It's Foxygen from their album Hang. This, I believe, if we have it right here, is from, not telling me the year. I'll remember the year in a little bit, folks. Don't worry about that. But we're going to play, I believe, the last song, or the second to last song on the A side to that album, and that was Mrs. Adams. Hit off this album was Follow the Leader. We actually might play that in a little bit as well. But I don't know. There's so much to play, not enough time, I say. So what we're going to play for sure for you is Mrs. Adams. So here is that. Foxygen on 88.3 WHCM. Here we go.
Here I am in this Hollywood bar, press my face against the glass. Can't you see I'm making reservations? Oh, for a birthday. Hey, Mrs. Adams, what you doing now with the gun in your mouth? Jokers and clowns and you just feel down. Hey! Mrs. Adams in the snow. Now I'm hanging from a rope. Hey! Just hang on, Mrs. Adams. Spend your money now, but you know you got to wait now. Just hang on, Mrs. Adams. Back down the ground again. Just hang on, Mrs. Adams. Spend your money now, but you know you gotta wait. Just hang on, Mrs. Adams. Put the pieces back down the ground again. Just another wish, just another dream, just a witch who comforts you when you're dying. When you're dying.
Foxygen with America. Look, we played both. Isn't that fun? Before that, we heard Mrs. Adams, both off the album Hang by Foxygen. I'm a big fan of this album. If you've listened to my show before on the B-side on Thursdays and Saturday nights as well, I do play this album a lot. I just because I am a bit of a fan of it, and I not even just being a fan. I just think it's a good album. The whole thing. It's very theatrical. It's very bombastic. I'll say it. It's just a lot of fun. And it's weird. I'm not actually a musical fan. I don't consider myself to be like a fan of musicals in any way, but I like the music, if that makes sense. Every now and then a musical will interest me, and it'll be sort of it'll be fun. But it's sort of the theatricalness of it. It's the melodrama that makes it all very engaging, I think. And hopefully it was for you. But hey, this is, I would say, the B-side on 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. We're doing Vinylthon today, Vinylthon 2023. For this first hour, I'm going to be playing stuff that's a little bit more in the realm of I think, what we usually play on the B-side. But after that, at around 2, I'll be switching over and going for more, we're going to go for more of a modern sound, more electronic sound. I have a good collection of those type of records. We're going to the remixes and all sorts. Oh, God, wait do you see it? It's going to be so much. But for now, we do have to take a very quick break, but after that, we will be right back. So please stay tuned.
Vinylthon 2023 is coming.
On vinyl, you can hear it with everyone. It lets you listen to music with more people in the room than just yourself.
Just a great thing to be able to do in your spare time.
It just allows you to be more appreciative of what you have in front of you.
The celebration of vinyl on the air is now 2 days, April 22nd and 23rd.
It's our first ever weekend event when radio stations across the country and around the world go all vinyl up to 48 hours.
Vinylthon is also for a good cause,
raising money for student scholarships for those who want to work in radio after graduation.
The future broadcasters of tomorrow.
So get ready for the needle to hit the groove.
April 22nd and 23rd.
Vinylthon 2023 is nearly here.
For more information, please visit vinylthon.com.
This is Jeff, the driving force behind Dexter's Radio Hour, where every Monday and Friday evening at 6 p.m. you will experience the mind-altering force of genre-bending rock and roll, and whatever this is.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I'm Tim.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Eric.
And you are listening to the award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees.
Celebrating 20 years on air at Harper College.
You are listening to Vinylthon. Vinylthon. Vinylthon.
Because in vinyl, we trust.
88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. My name is Matt Byrne, and you're listening to the B-side for Vinylthon 2023. Playing all sorts of records today and having a lot of fun. This is our last day, of course, of Vinylthon. Tomorrow it's back to business as usual, but for now we are celebrating in like it's a celebration of life. You know what I mean? We know we're going out with a bang, and we just want to have a little bit of fun before we do. So this next song, I believe. This might be one of the only records I know of so far that is being played on 78 RPM. But this is we're gonna go for a little bit more of a mellow vibe, I think, with the Ink Spots. This comes all the way back from, I believe it's the 30s. We're gonna say it's the 30s. Maybe, I don't know, perhaps we're gonna say the 40s. And this is actually the B-side to the single Whispering Grass. I believe it's We Three, My Echo, My Shadow, and Me. This is the B-side, perhaps more well-known, and more beloved, I think, for its use in a popular role-playing post-apocalyptic video game known as Fallout. But this is the song Maybe by the Ink Spots.
are all alone. Maybe the one who is waiting for you will prove untrue. Then what will you do? Maybe you'll stand aside, wishing that I were near. Maybe you'll ask me to come back again, and maybe I'll say maybe. You beg of me when you are all alone. Maybe the one who is waiting for you will prove untrue. Then what will I do? Maybe you'll get inside, wishing that I were near. Then maybe you'll ask me to come back again. And maybe I'll say maybe.
She's a little dusty, but nothing a little bit of love won't fix. And I obviously did not give that any love, so it is pretty scratchy. Pretty scratchy. It also likes to go down the middle here. 78s. They didn't make them. They made them to last. They didn't make them to last on your record, though, your record player, because they are solid. These things. I hope you can hear. Wait, can you hear this? That's a record, my friend. That is a record. They're just very intense. You could use these I think you can use these in replacement of dinner plates. They're just that thick, and you don't have to worry about, I could just bonk this all the time, and it will still play that song. Just as dusty, if not dustier. Well, hey, we have much more music coming up on the B-side on Vinylthon 2023 special. This little one, I am very excited to play this for you. This comes from Mad Magazine. Yes, Mad Magazine, one of the finest satirical journals in the past 100 years. I'll say it. And what they would do early on is they would actually put out little cardboard vinyl, if you will, like. Actually, they weren't vinyl. I gotta say cardboard records. And they put little parody songs that they wrote. And if you bend them right, you can get them to play for you. Now, we're actually going to do that right now, and hopefully this works. It may slide off, but I've just tested it, and it should work. But, fingers crossed. So here we go. This is from Mad Magazine, I guess sung by Alfred E. Newman, if you like. This is She Lets Me Watch Her Mom and Pop Fight. Well, hey, we're going back to the ye olden days. I hope you enjoy. This is courtesy of Mad Magazine. She's a little dusty. But with a little, oops. She's not working for me, folks. We're going to have to readjust that. Readjust it. Here we go. And voila. That should work. That should work. Dust's got nothing to do with that. It's a little bendy. All right. Let's see if this will. And we got it. Please enjoy. Well, yikes on a cracker. This boy ain't working. Well, hey, at least we tried. This has been a failed attempt to play a record. This was She Lets Me Watch Her Mom and Pop Fight. I have listened to it before. It does indeed work, but it's just not working right now. So hey, we're going to move on to our next record. I thought we'd play another novelty instead. This one I just found within the last week, and I've actually not gotten a chance to listen to it entirely. So we're going to listen to a little bit of this. This is Your Parakeet Can Teach Itself to Talk. I'm going to put that up for the camera in case anyone who is watching would like to look. Yes, this is a very real 78 RPM, trying to get your parakeet to talk. So we're going to listen to just a little bit of it, see what it's worth, if indeed it can teach my parakeet to talk. Folks at home, if you have your parakeet, please put it close to the radio, and let's see if we can get that baby to open up its little mouth and squirt out some words, huh? Maybe that wasn't the best turn of phrase, but hey, maybe I need to learn how to talk. Maybe this record can teach me. But anyway, here we go. This is How to Teach Your Parakeet to Talk.
Teaching a parakeet to talk is fun, but the old method took too much time and patience. This record is specially designed to teach any healthy, normal parakeet to talk by using a scientific new method that is acknowledged to be far superior. Because a carefully trained voice, specially chosen for excellence in clarity and diction, repeats over and over the same words, the same phrase, in a manner that most parakeets are most likely to imitate. For the next few seconds, this record will be silent. It then begins your parakeet's talking lesson. In the future, start at this next groove following the short pause, and always place your parakeet near enough so that he can plainly hear the inflection and sound of every word.
Hello. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello, baby.
Wow, this record is pretty great.
Hello.
Hey, crank this one up,
Hello,
boys.
baby.
Hope no one's. Oh, I hope no one's home is
Hello, baby.
fluttered now with the sound of birds rushing to get a hold of this gem. Hey,
baby.
we're going to turn this one off. Here we go. Okay, we're going out of that one. But hey, wasn't that a little interesting? I think it was. I think it was worth my time. We're going to go into another 78 right now. This one, actually, this is not a 78. This is actually a 33 and a third long playing micro groove. This is the Firehouse 5 plus 2. If you don't know much about them, they're pretty interesting, actually. They were a group of animators from Walt Disney who just had this desire to become a little swing band. And they went for a lot of, I guess you would call it sort of down home sort of folkiness, folky swing, whatever you want to call it, and they just had fun with it. So you can see Ward Kimball, if you know that name. He is a very prominent animator back in the day at Disney, back in the 40s and 50s, on the likes of like Bambi and Snow White, I believe. Yes, Snow White. So we're just going to play a little bit of that. This will be 5'2", as performed by the Firehouse 5 plus 2. So please enjoy. Oh yeah!
know what those 5 foot could do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turn down Jones, roll down O's, slap her, yes sir, what a boat. Has anybody seen my gal? I never left the house, boys. 5'2", covered with fur, diamond ring, and all those things. You bet your life that it is. Could she love? Could she goo? Could she goo? Has anybody seen my gal?
Working up a sweat to that one. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's Elvis Costello and the Attractions with Every Day I Write the Book. Fantastic. That song actually, I will say, well, the version you just heard is the long-playing version, which actually I can't find anywhere online. So what you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, is a one-of-a-kind experience. You're not going to find this online. This is the long version of Elvis Costello's Every Day I Write the Book. I love that song, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I mean, these records, I hope people know, these don't just fall out of the sky. These are, you collected over time. And for me, a lot of them come from relatives, and fortunately relatives who pass on. And this comes from my Aunt Liz, who we shared a lot of music together, and I think even though she's passed on, I have gone through her music and her collection and found so much and been exposed to so much. And honestly, this is my exposure to Elvis Costello was this LP. So it's just it's beautiful in many ways, and so I wish I could. I'm glad I could share that with you. To be honest with you, that sort of. It's not just music. It's not just something you consume and move on to the next thing. These are real life experiences. These are life-changing moments. I believe that music can change a person's life. That is true. That is very true. But yeah, I'm so glad we could play that for you. Before that, and I want to say thanks to Aunt Liz, by the way, just in case, in case you can hear me up there, I will say very big thank you to her. Other than that, before that, we heard, let's see here, that was off the Good Time Jazz label, 5'2", as performed by the Firehouse 5 plus 2. Of course, the Firehouse 5 being a group of Walt Disney animators who just wanted to have a little fun on the side and decided to put a little record out. This next track I'm going to play is another donated one. That Micro Groove one, that Firehouse 5. That I believe I got at a library sale one of the days. Honestly, you can find if you're just starting out your collection and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh, I'd like to have some records." Honestly, go to libraries because they have so many records that they just can't help but give away. 25 cents a piece, that sort of thing. That Parakeet record you heard earlier, 25 cents. Though, and I think it's worth every cent because that was pretty awful, wasn't that? Maybe someone can sample that and make a cool thing out of it, but for now it's just teaching your parakeet how to speak. But we have something a lot more fun. This is an older folk song. If you're familiar with the work of Slim Whitman, or maybe if you just like westerns, you're gonna like this. This is Indian Love Call, and I've actually kind of been, listening to this one and vibing on it. It's a very good one. It's definitely got an Old West type of vibe, and if you're into the sort of that 50s era when they were romanticizing the Old West, wrong though they were, but it was a fun time, and it's a fun thing to be romantic about. So that's why I enjoy it. So we're gonna start off with that. That's gonna be our next song right here. Slim Whitman with Indian Love Call, and I'm gonna do a little bit of something with you because I can't help but do it. It's a little bit of jiggery pokery with the 45 here. So here we go. What's going on? Sirens? No. Slim Whitman.
Calling you, will you answer to? That means I offer my love to be your own. If you refuse me, I will be blue and waiting all alone. But if when you hear my love call ringing clear,
then I will know our love will come true. You'll belong to me, I'll belong to you. You'll belong to me, I'll belong to you.
This happened once before, when I came to your door, no reply. They said it wasn't you, but I saw you peep through your window. I saw the light, I saw the light. I know that you saw me as I looked up to see your face. I tried to telephone, they said you were not home. That's a lie, 'cause I know where you've been, and I saw you walking your door. I nearly died, I nearly died, 'cause you walked hand in hand with another man in my place. If I were you, I'd realize that I love you more than any other guy, and I'll forgive the lies that I heard before when you gave me no reply. I tried to telephone, you said you were not home. That's a lie, 'cause I know where you've been, and I saw you walking your door. I nearly died, I nearly died, 'cause you walked hand in hand with another man in my place. No reply, no reply.
Navy presents your Blue Jackets on Parade at the United States Naval Training Center in San Diego, California, featuring the unique sounds of your Navy man in training. Even before the sun rises, on his first day aboard the Naval Training Center, our new Blue Jacket hears the sound of reveille. Soon followed by a more welcome call, chow. After a nourishing breakfast, he snaps to respectful attention as the recruit drum and bugle corps plays morning colors. Immediately afterward, he receives his first official welcome aboard.
Good morning, men. Good morning, sir. On behalf of the Commanding Officer Recruit Training Command, I want to welcome you aboard. You are now men of the United States Navy. The tradition of the service demands your utmost effort. Give it cheerfully and willingly. For about a half an hour this morning, I'm going to be talking about different things that's going to happen to you during the next few weeks and the next few months you're here. Having a more thorough understanding of this should make it more pleasant for all concerned. Basically, recruit training can be divided into 4 different phases. This is your forming phase, your primary training phase, your service week, and your advanced training. Your forming phase normally takes 5 working days. This is the time when you're getting ready for training. You'll receive your physical examinations, your dental x-rays and dental charting. You'll have your identification cards and tags made. You'll draw
As the
your
chief
leggings,
indicates,
your
it's a
pieces.
busy 9 weeks with many rapid changes. For a good example, let's stop by the barber shop.
Teeny weeny, teeny weeny, what you do? Teeny weeny, what you do to me? Oh! Teeny weeny, I love you. Teeny weeny, I love me too. Teeny weeny, what you do to me? Oh! I love you so much, teeny weeny. Come on now, don't be meanie. Say you love me like I love you, and we'll make a love like ooh, ooh, ooh. Teeny weeny, are you for me? Teeny weeny, meant to be. Oh, teeny weeny, ooh, what you do to me? Oh! I love you so, my teeny weeny. Come on now, don't be meanie. I say you love me like I love you, and we'll make a love like ooh, ooh, ooh. Teeny weeny, are you for me? Teeny weeny, I'm meant to be. Oh, teeny weeny, ooh, what you do to me? Oh, teeny weeny, I love you. 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 Ah, teeny weeny, I love you.
My mama sent me down to school. She said to learn the golden rule. But my teacher said to me, you must study chemistry. To the lab I took a stroll. Started mixing in a bowl. The kids all hollered, who is he? That little old bomb maker me. The kids all scattered when they heard the blast. All you could see were splinters and glass. I looked through the smoke to see what it could be. That little old bomb maker me. All the kids began to scream. We had better split the scene. Don't you think we'd better go before the joint begins to blow? Now I cannot go to school, for they think that I'm a fool. I wasn't acting foolishly. That little old bomb maker me. The kids all scattered when they heard the blast. All you could see were splinters and glass. They looked through the smoke to see what it could be. That
little bomb maker mix.
This is 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. My name is Matt Byrne. You've been listening to a whole cacophony of music for the last couple minutes. Lots of fun, I hope. But yeah, let's get you into what you just heard. But let's see here. So much music. What do we got? Well, hey, you just heard That Little Old Bomb Maker Me. That was off the album Hey Babe, Let's Go Downtown, which is a compilation of rockabilly from the 1950s that just didn't chart very well. The performer of that song being Stan Beaver. And there's a fantastic little ditty right there. Before that, we heard... What else do we... See, I could have sworn we heard... Oh, did we hear? Oh, gosh. We heard Teeny Weeny. We heard Teeny Weeny, folks. Oh, man. I'm sorry to do that to you. I didn't even realize. It didn't offend me as much as I remember it doing. But Teeny Weeny, I remember it being a teeny weeny pain in my backside because it was a little annoying. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of Nya Nya Nya. That was the one that was the bad one. Teeny Weeny. I guess the residual memories were being, affected onto that song after it. But no, Teeny Weeny, I guess, was a bop. But yeah, pretty solid. That Teeny Weeny was performed by Jimmy Dell. A lot of these names, obviously not huge names, not even kind of forgotten names. The only name worth mentioning on this album that we, know of and who had some success later on was Link Wray. Link Wray, of course, being a fantastic guitarist. And I believe, let's see, where did he perform? He performed... Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hillbilly Wolf, which surprisingly wasn't a big hit for him. But you know what? Later on, he would have his success. So we have that. But hey, you are listening to the award-winning broadcast station of Harper Radio. Though I would say an award-winning broadcast station of Harper College and its board of trustees. My name is Matt Byrne, of course, and this is sort of the B-side on the Vinylthon 2023, in which we are playing sort of nonstop vinyl music for as long as we can stand it. But yeah, I will say that we have a couple more songs coming up, and then we're going to switch things over to sort of more electric side of things, more modern. But we do have to take a very quick break just to get some some PSAs and whatnot out of the way. But hey, we'll be right back.
There's something about it. The anticipation when the vinyl gets to speed and the needle finds its groove. Vinylthon 2023 is coming. The celebration of vinyl on the air is now 2 days, April 22nd and 23rd.
It's our first ever weekend event when radio stations across the country and around the world go all vinyl up to 48 hours.
Vinylthon is also for a good cause.
Raising money for student scholarships for those who want to work in radio after graduation.
The future broadcasters of tomorrow.
So get ready for the needle to hit the groove.
April 22nd and 23rd.
Vinylthon 2023 is nearly here.
For more information, please visit vinylthon.com.
Hey, buddy, are you free to hang out tonight?
Sorry, no can do. I got the night shift.
Boss got you working late, huh?
Not at all. It's The Night Shift on Harper Radio. A full night devoted to the alternative and experimental. You'll hear everything from psychedelic rock to reggae, from classic hip-hop to old-school folk. You'll even hear vaporwave, local music, and so much more.
Well, hey, I think I may just join the night shift myself.
Spend your night with us, Fridays and Saturdays from 7 p.m. until 5:30 in the morning. The Night Shift, Friday and Saturday nights. Catch it while you can. On Palatine's own Harper Radio. Radio done differently.
You are listening to Vinylthon.
Hello, this is Gus from Alt J. Now, I've been a record collector since I was a little kid.
First record I bought was actually Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. That's not a lie. I genuinely was a very cool child. I love looking at physical artwork. I love the feel and smell even of a physical record. And, you know, that's why this station is participating in Vinylthon, because physical music is important and it's a real, living, breathing, beautiful thing. So all day today, they're playing vinyl to raise money for student scholarships and college community radio broadcasting. Now let's play some more records.
She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blows. Cetirizine, your fever scream me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send off full stop?
88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. This is, of course, Vinylthon. Thanks to Alt J for those little shout-outs. We have a bunch of little shout-outs like that that are just very, very, very fun. But hey, I want to say that we are sort of about to transition over into more electronic side of things. But before we do that, I did want to play just one more little song. We've been playing sort of eclectic little tracks here on the B-side today. But this next one is in the same vein, but more on the live side of things. This was the Rat Pack live at the Sands. They put on a fantastic performance that just was unlike anything else. It's funny. It's amazingly performed. The crowd knows how to be a crowd. They're just a fun crowd. It makes you want to be part of them. But yeah, we're gonna go into that. The one downside of this album is that Sammy Davis Jr. doesn't make enough appearances. That's where the downside. So we're actually gonna play a little bit of Sammy Davis Jr. right now. This is him. If I put the needle in the right spot, and Lord, if you're watching, please, I hope I did. If not, you'll just hear a little bit of monologue and whatnot. But what you're supposed to hear is Sammy Davis Jr. doing some impressions. He will be doing some impressions of various other singers of the 50s and 60s. So hey, I hope you enjoy that. And after that, we're going to be switching over to a more modern set. So this is taking us there. Sammy, take us there.
I would like...
So's your old man.
Have you meet, first of all, Mr. Nat King Cole?
Was a merry old soul. And the merry old soul was Nat King Cole. Gotta keep smiling, Sam, so everybody knows where you are. Baby.
I tell you guys, if we ever get in the lead, you two are gonna be first.
No, we ain't, because we're gonna join you in that.
I ain't going to Africa, baby.
I can't go there.
I can't go there.
I joined about 11 years ago.
Nat King Cole.
Was a merry old soul.
Oh, shut up. You silly goose. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you all the way.
Notice how much better he does his own people than our people? Want to laugh, Sam? Go out in the audience.
All the way. Tony Bennett. Toilet. Taller than the tallest twist. That's how it's gotta feel. And I said deeper than the deep blue sea is.
You gonna do Nat King Cole or not?
And they're the best friends I have. That's how you got me doing that.
You want to bet?
That's how deep it goes. If it's Wheel Von Monroe.
You weren't there.
All the way.
I'll get it, Sam.
Through the Grenadine, you folks will inhale at this table occasionally, won't you? I know there's some colored people up here, but they ain't no Indians. Damn. Keep some of that in there. Mr. Dean Martin.
This better be good, buddy. 6 of your friends are gonna be carrying you by the handles.
6 of your best friends. And only 2 of us that we know of.
And I ain't too sure about us.
Baby.
Please do, Nat.
Nat Fleischer.
Ooh, no.
How can that be me? I'm at the bar.
Be nice, Dean, or I'll do Jerry.
You kidding? He's out of show business.
Jerry who?
Where the road will lead us, only a fool. Just trying to have some fun, folks. Would say, but if you let me love you.
How come I never heard anybody say, hey, I just came from the Thunderbird?
It's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way, all the way. Thank you very kindly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. I would like...
How about that?
Anybody for a little matzah? You matzah been a beautiful baby.
Hey.
And when you see clouds,
Hey, drunkie.
Who's? That's what people think. And boy, they're right.
I'm going to do another number. Come on.
Are they still talking?
Over. You've had it.
You're over.
Hey,
Come
what do you
on
mean
now.
it's over? I've had it.
Yes, you're over. You're over. All right. That was the Rat Pack. Of course, you can't control the Rat Pack. They're a wild bunch, aren't they? They just do whatever they please. But yeah, lots of fun there. The Rat Pack consisting, of course, of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. If you're on the live stream right now, you can see, I'm showing up to the camera, all of them hanging out in the Live at the Sands. I do love I love the chemistry between them. Not a huge fan of the casual racism, but it was what year was this? Let's see. I believe it was 1963, and I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. No dates are popping out at me. Oh, here it is. I was right. Oh, that's a satisfying feeling. And this is what it says in the liner notes. Indeed, by this time, that is, by September 6th, 7th, and 8th of 1963, which is, they had everything. Anti-clockwise down to science. The Copa Room, of course, had been their original petri dish. The Crucible, or their nuclear fission, first took its mighty hold. 1963. Ooh, that's gonna feed my ego for a couple days at least, knowing that I knew it was 1963. So 1963. Let's see, that's about 60 years ago. So take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? It's old. It's not. I won't say it's old, but it's from another generation, from another time. So I hope people can take that. Just look at it as a piece, an artifact of a time gone by, and perhaps laugh at it. Perhaps laugh at the, could be ignorance on some people's part. Could just be I don't know, whatever you want it to be, but it is what it is. There's no denying that, and they had a lot of fun. So yeah, that was the Rat Pack live at the Sands, 1963. Well, hey, we're coming up on our little break here, and what we're going to do is we're going to switch over. We're going to go to a lot more electronic sound. I think we're going to try to have sort of a dance party. I think that's the vibe we're going for up next. So please stay tuned, and we will be right back.
This is Vinylthon.
I like vinyl because I like being able to say that I have a physical copy of the album, and I feel like I'm supporting the artist more.
Vinyl is good, so celebrate with us. Vinylthon, because when the needle drops, the power rises.
FM 88.3 WHCM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast service of Harper College.
You are listening to Vinylthon.
Hi, this is Nick from Death Cab for Cutie, and you're listening to Vinylthon. This station is playing vinyl all day today to raise money for student scholarships and college community radio broadcasting. Playing actual records on the air all day. Listen to some vinyl. There is nothing quite like vinyl and physical media. It's Nick from Death Cab for Cutie, and you're listening to Vinylthon.
Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark, no blinding light or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight.
In the beginning, there was vinyl, and it was good. Others soon followed. 8-tracks, cassettes, mini discs, DATs, CDs, whatever. The point is, vinyl was still good. I mean, look at the artwork.
This is Vinylthon. All vinyl, all day. Because when the needle drops, the power rises.
You're listening to 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. My name is Matt Byrne, and this is Vinylthon 2023. We are playing all sorts of records here today, folks, and it's a lot of fun. For the last hour and a half, I played for you sort of the selections of my collection, if you like my little Dr. Seuss rhyme there. We played a whole cacophony of music and sounds, and some of them didn't even work, like that Mad Magazine one. But now we're going to be breaking off and going into another hour of what I like to call a sort of a modern, electric, retro, futuristic dance party. It's going to be a little wild, it's going to be a little bit crazy, but hopefully you can just hang on a little bit and not fall off, because it's about to get real wild, okay? So this next song, and to start us off for our little dance jig, if you like. This will be Young Bay. If you're not familiar with the genre of future funk, get with it. Get with it, old man, because it is crazy, it is wild, and it is, I think, possibly the best music to dance to, besides, of course, the good old swing. But we're going to play a little bit of that. And, hey, I hope it's your jam. If it's not, it's definitely the Slam Jam. Here it is, Slam Jam by Young Bay.
You're my sunlight.
you hear it? Money. Can't you hear it? Oh, can't you hear it? Money. Can't you hear it? Money.
This is the sound of the 30s. The sound of the... This is the sound of the 30s, the sound of the swing era. Kind of scratchy after all these years. If only it sounded like this. What a difference. Why, it's like being back at Frank Daly's Meadowbrook, Glen Island Casino, the Aragon, or one of the other great ballrooms. But try to recapture that excitement by digging out your old 78s, and you're in for a disappointment. It's just not the way you remember it. What you probably remember was more like this. You know, the time of the great swing bands was really a fabulous period, but unfortunately, recording techniques were in their infancy. It just wasn't possible to catch all those great sounds on 78s. But today, we can record music as it is, as you hear it, crisp and clear with every note as bright as the stars in the eyes of the girl you're dancing with. The editors of Time Life Records believed these great sounds should not be left to gather dust. So they sent out a call for the best producers and engineers available, for the best musicians around. And we've recreated those great performances in today's brilliant stereo for a new record and book series called The Swing Era. Professional musicians, who will be our toughest critics, have also been our greatest help, not only in refreshing our memories of the fabulous swing era, but in many cases guiding us in the selection of soloists and sidemen who could do justice to this exciting project. It really can't be described in words. So let's just listen. For example, if you wanted to hear a great Tommy Dorsey number, you might dig out that old 78 record of Opus 1, which probably sounds like this. Great music, but a tired old recording. Well, here's how it sounds in our swing era recreation. And then there's Artie Shaw's Begin the Begin. Your old recording probably sounds like... Now, our new swing era recording.
You're listening to the B-side on 88.3 WHCM, and this is the party tape. I guess we call it that. The party dance mixtape, whatever you want to call it. Well, actually, let's think of it. Let's finalize it here right now. No questions about it, no bones about it. And if we're in court, the official name of this episode is the tape mix. The dance tape. The B-side mix dance. The B-side dance mixtape. Dance mixtape is dance mix. Oh, no. The B-side, the big dance tape. The big dance tape, that's what it's called. The big dance tape, the B-side, the big dance tape. Oh, God. We're just spouting nonsense on the air, aren't we? Well, hey, let's get you into just what you just heard. That, of course, is a little bit of a demo. Not really intended for the masses. But this was Time Life Records presenting the swing era, and we heard some of the great swing men of the time. We heard Artie Shaw, I believe we heard Benny Goodman and the likes. Songs like Let's Dance, String of Pearls, and Moonlight Serenade. Benny Goodman, of course, being one of the most well-known of the big band swing era. And so that's fantastic. Before that, we heard the Avalanches with a couple of songs, I believe. I believe we just heard Radio. Radio, transitioning right there into Two Hearts in 3/4 Time. That's off the A side of the album. That's third track, and I believe it was just the third track there with Radio. Before that even, we played a little bit from iRobot, Alan Parsons. That was I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You, a big hit single for Alan Parsons. Just in the years after he had just worked with the likes of Pink Floyd on Dark Side of the Moon, as well as working with Beatles on Abbey Road. It was amazing that he actually got to go out and do his own thing. That was very fun. And before that, of course, we heard the internet famous, I guess you could say, artist Young Bay with the album Bay 2. And that was the song Slam Jam featuring Luca Lush. That song is just, it is an instant party. I hope you can agree. But yeah, this is the B-side mixed dance tape, dance mixtape. We're going with dance mixtape, the B-side dance party mixtape. Official, it's official. But we do have to take a very short break to listen to some ads and whatnot. But we will be right back just after this.
Let's state the obvious. You're ready to get started at Harper College. At Harper, 100% of your classes will be taught by expert faculty, and Harper is accredited by the HLC, same as U of I and Northwestern University. And even better than those two colleges, you could save up to $63,000 on the cost of your bachelor's degree when you start at Harper first. Classes begin soon. Visit harpercollege.edu/start to find out more today.
Well, hi there, people of the Earth. My name is Richie, and I am a space and time traveler that has come to this little planet for one purpose only: to fill your day with good vibes, which is why I created the Group Machine, a device that can stimulate the human brain in order to cause feelings of joy and euphoria. So come check out my show, Richie's Group Machine, every Friday at 5 p.m. at WHCM 88.3 FM or HarperRadio.com.
For a list of recent played tracks, visit HarperRadio.com for the full playlist.
You are listening to the award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees, celebrating 20 years on air at Harper College.
You are listening to Vinylthon.
Because on vinyl, we trust.
Vinylthon 2023. This is Matt Byrne doing the B-side dance. I keep saying it. The dance mixtape. The dance mixtape. The big dance mixtape. That's what it's called. Yes. We're going to continue with our sort of more modern tracks from the collection. This next song on the B-side is Jack White. Jack White released 2 albums in 2022, and this one was one of his first. It was Fear of the Dawn. The sort of more experimental and the wild child of the bunch. This song is a little bit of an album cut from it's the very last track on side A. It's Into the Twilight. Please enjoy.
Here in the twilight. Here in the twilight. Here in the night. Everything's right. Here in the night. Everything's right. Here in the twilight. Here in the twilight. Here in the twilight.
When you cut into the present, the future leaks out. The future leaks out.
Everything's right. Here in the night. Everything's right. Here in the
No illusions. Got to figure out a way to go. Steady moving on ahead. Anyway, you come along with the fascinating desert for your bed. Fell to the chant of. Here's your regular occurrence.
present, the future leaks out.
Oh no, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I can be on beat. There I go. Hey, this is the Big Dance Mix on 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. Of course, you're listening to the B-side. Me, Matt Byrne. The list goes on. We're doing a little bit of a dance mix-a-thon, if you will, in honor of Vinylthon. It's been a lot of fun so far, and my gosh, what have we heard? Well, that piece of work, if we can call it that, was The Art of Noise. That's the name of the group. The name of the song was Beatbox Diversions 1 and 2. Now, I will get that over here just to let you see it. But hey, the Beatbox Diversion 1. We heard Beatbox Diversion 1. On the B side of that, Diversion 2. And, oh my gosh, it's just, what's so interesting about the Art of Noise is the fact that they are what they say they are. They are the art of noise. They are noise. And it's just so impressive what they do. And it's fun. What can I say? It's fun. The summer sun. Before that, we heard nothing. We heard something. We heard something before that. That was Jack White with Into the Twilight, of course, sampling the Manhattan Transfer, their song that was a disco version of the Twilight Zone theme song. So, interesting choice. That album is very fantastic. He uses a lot of sampling, which is not standard for him, but it definitely fits. I'm glad that he's at least exposing himself to new ways of producing music. But anyway, I want to let you know that you are listening to the award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. The thoughts and ideas presented on this show are my own and are not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. Well, we're having a lot of fun here on Vinylthon, having a good time, and I'm going to continue with this little dance mix. We only got about a half hour, actually we got less than a half hour left, just about 28 minutes. Ooh, time is ticking. So what's up next, Matt? Well, I'll tell you, folks. We have another little piece of electronic music for you. I won't say. You ever notice I just ramble? Well, hey, I got it right here. This is Porter Robinson's Worlds. I fell in love with this album. My good friend Larry introduced me into it, and I thought that was amazing. Oh, I did want to mention The Art of Noise, found by, I got to give credit's due. I was going to give credit. My girlfriend Kate found this, and I was blown away when I first saw this. I could not believe that they had this in such a, it was in a thrift shop. So I just thought that was impressive. I forgot to say that, but yeah. So rewind. We went back. We went to do that thanks to Kate. But hey, going back and forth. We're going back to the future now. This is Porter Robinson's Worlds. This is the side 2 of it with, let's see here. What is it? Oh, it's Flicker. I hope it's a good little dance mix. I hope it can get you bumping and grooving and grinding. Maybe a little bit less of that latter one, but it'll get you doing something. It'll at least get your feet moving. Here is Flicker right here on Harper Radio.
私はちょうど何がふふふ自分たちの生活のトラックを失う方法です。私はちょうど何がふふふ私はちょうど何が重要かポ
Yesterday, well, it seemed so cool when I walked you home, kissed goodnight. I said it's love, you said alright. It's funny how I could never cry until tonight, and you passed by hand in hand with another guy. You're dressed to kill, and guess who's dying? Dance away the heartache, dance away the tears. Oh, dance away
It's the big dance mix on 88.3 WHCM. The B-sides, big old dance mix. We're having lots of fun here today, playing all sorts of jams and such. That, of course, was Roxy Music, Dance Away. Let's get that off the table just to analyze it. Just to be sure, Dance Away, yes, written by Brian Ferry. That's an interesting band, Roxy Music. We also have the other Brian, of course, Brian Eno, being a part of that. And it's fascinating that he was even part of that. If you know his work from his more ambient, albums, to be a part of this is a bit of an odd choice, but he definitely does. He does what he does. And I read an interview with him in the last year or so, him and his brother, and they were talking about their dad, and both of them create music. So they were talking about their music, and Brian Eno decided to show his dad, his sort of Welsh father, his ambient music. If you don't know what Brian Eno's music sounds like, it sounds kind of just like, imagine like an airport sort of, droning, it's sort of like a, and it goes on for a while. Brian Eno, he played this for his dad, and his dad said, and I quote, "Well, it doesn't sound like much, son." And that's what his father said. That's what his own father said. So yeah, Brian Eno, not getting the love from the dad that he wants, but you know what? I think well, maybe not the love, but I think he's not getting the respect at least that he wants. But I'm sure there is some fatherly love there. But hey, before that, we did hear. Oh my gosh, what did we hear? We heard Flicker by Porter Robinson, and that was a fun little jam. Like I said, I was exposed to that from one of my friends, and it's just a very fun album. I say fun, it's more so it's a very existential album. I highly recommend it if you have the time and if you're into that sort of thing. The name of the album is Worlds by Porter Robinson. Porter, in the last couple of years, has gone off into a more, I would say, more poppy EDM style. That right there was him more of his artistic, and his other stuff sort of, it's all right, it's good, but it's nothing that I would write home about. And I hate to be cruel like that, but it is. I love Worlds. Worlds is such a fantastic album, and it's just a fun time. It's a fun time for all. So if you enjoy sort of Vocaloid type synthetic speaking, you may enjoy that album. But hey, we don't actually have much time left. We only got about a couple minutes, so I thought we'd just play just a few tracks and then head out. So concluding our dance mix for this Vinylthon, I thought we would play a couple songs from Skylar Spence. Skylar Spence, which is the name change for Saint Pepsi, who was a very well-known internet artist for creating lots of vaporwave and future funk sounds. When Saint Pepsi went on to go into the actual business, the record label, he had to change his name. Saint Pepsi was not allowed because Pepsi did not like it. But Skylar Spence, which was one of his songs from one of his previous albums, Hit Vibes, which I highly recommend that album. It's free on YouTube. Go listen to it. He put out this album, Skylar Spence, based off one of the name taken from one of those song titles. So here it is, Skylar Spence. This is one of the first tracks off this. I believe it's the second side. This is Bounce is Back.
I was embarrassing with them, wasn't I? Does that mean you didn't really like the champagne? No, I did. Too much.
On the silver screen, she's always playing make-believe, and she's got emerald eyes that let me know just what she needs. It's hard to show exactly what she means to me, and I'll give my world. A girl like that don't come for free. Screen, the brightest star I've ever seen. She takes me to a better place. She dances like I can't believe. And it's hard to show that every day feels like a dream. But I'll give my world to keep that girl right next to me.
So that you see the real me. I don't. It had nothing to do with you. I like you. You like me? Stop it. Or missing me.
Oh, darling, won't you believe me? I'll love you till the record stops. The record stops. Oh, darling, won't you believe me? I'll love you till the record stops. The record stops. Oh, darling, darling, darling,
Try and resist tapping your toe to that one. Or try to resist just not getting up and dancing. My gosh, that is Skylar Spence with Fiona Coyne. Before that, we heard Bounce is Back. Just amazing stuff from Skylar Spence. It may not be your cup of tea, but I gotta say that this kind of music is the music I can get down with. I want to dance to. I actually went to go see Young Bay, who we heard earlier. I went to go see them at the Aragon Ballroom just in last fall. And such a fun time, and such an interesting group of people. Usually I've been to shows where they play sort of, electronic music. When I say electronic, I mean anything from EDM to straight up, sampling tracks, much like that, like Future Funk. But different than that group, the Future Funk group is very, they go for that retro style, you know, and they're into the groove. And it's not so much about, you know, banging your head and jumping up and down, which I'm not really into. I like the more, you know, getting into the groove. You know, I don't know if many people know this, but I like to dance. I have fun dancing. In fact, while I was here in the studio, I was just dancing to myself. You know, just like a little Billy Idol that I am, but just having some fun. Yeah, so that's just I think. If there's anything to learn from today, and usually there's not much, but I will say find the music that makes you dance, you know, because there is something out there that's going to get your toe tapping. I think there's no excuse for not dancing, unless you're in a space where you don't want to. You know what I mean? You ever been in one of those spaces? I like to dance, but I don't want people watching me. I know they say to dance like nobody's watching, but yeah, somebody's watching. Somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching you do your dance. Even when I was here in the studio all alone, this big empty school, I could have sworn I saw some heads popping out. Like, is he? Oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, is he dancing by himself? Oh, God. There's a big flower out there that has a big head on it. I thought it was an old lady. For a second, just looking in and judging me. Oh, my gosh, the youth of today. That's my old lady voice, in case any voiceover people are, you know, want some demos from me. But yeah, oh gosh. Well, hey, this has kind of been my portion of Vinylthon from 2023. I'd like to put it over to one of our friends of the station and a fantastic DJ. It's Carson Starr, who hosts the Star Spotlight every weekday morning. And we were supposed to play his special on last Saturday at 9 a.m. However, the file got lost, and we weren't able to play the 2023 special. However, just to make up for that, I thought since we have some extra space today, I would play Carson Starr's Vinylthon 2022 special that we have in the system. So, hey, I just want to say that's coming up right after me. So we're going to have a little break to go back to that, but just after that, we're going to hear some Carson Starr. So, but hey, thank you so much for listening. It's been a very fun time to be here today, and I hope we can do it again next year. Next year, it'll be Vinylthon 2024. Who knows what they'll pull out next year? So just stay tuned for that. You know, of course, last year we didn't even have. We just had one day. You make do with what you have. But this year, 2 full days, so we're very honored by that. We want to give a big thanks to Chris Smith at the station for helping us out yesterday, and as well as Eric Hansen, who have stayed here in the station and helped out a lot of DJs today and yesterday. So big thanks to them. And of course, you can listen to their shows. Eric's local music show airs on Saturday and Sunday nights, as well as Tuesday nights. I believe Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays for sure. We'll say it's Tuesdays for sure. And Chris's Streaming Verse airs on Thursdays live at 7 p.m. So tune into that. And of course, if you want to listen to my show, The B-Side, I go live every Thursday at noon. I also air repeats on Saturday at 6 p.m. But enough about me. Let's send it over to Carson Starr. But thanks again for listening to Vinylthon 2023. We'll see you next time.
Vinylthon 2023 is coming.
On vinyl, you can hear it with everyone. It lets you listen to music with more people in the room than just yourself.
Just a great thing to be able to do in spare time.
It just allows you to be more appreciative of what you have in front of you.
The celebration of vinyl on the air is now 2 days, April 22nd and 23rd.
It's our first ever weekend event when radio stations across the country and around the world go all vinyl up to 48 hours.
Vinylthon is also for a good cause,
raising money for student scholarships for those who want to work in radio after graduation.
The future broadcasters of tomorrow.
So get ready for the needle to hit the groove.
April 22nd and 23rd.
Vinylthon 2023 is nearly here.
For more information, please visit vinylthon.com.
Tens of thousands of people attend community college every year. But what do they do after? I'm Brian Shelton. I host Harper Talks, a show where we talk to alumni from Harper College and find out what they did after community college. The show airs every Thursday at 2 p.m., but you can also find and subscribe to the show on all major podcast platforms. Harper Talks is a co-production of the Office of Alumni Relations and Harper Radio. I hope you'll join me for the next exciting episode of Harper Talks.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We'd do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You are listening to 88.3 FM, WHCM, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees.
It is Vinylthon 2022. Hi there, I'm Carson Starr, back for another year of Vinylthon. I had a very memorable time here last year, and I'm hoping for more of the same this time around. Nothing but vinyl in this hour, and to celebrate the day, I rated my collection of 45s, nothing but singles for you today. Lots of pops and cracks and all the richness you get from playing music like we did way back in the day. My first record for you today is from way back in 1957. These are the Everly Brothers on the multi-award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. Here we go.
Tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up pretty Susie, wake up pretty Susie. Well, I told your mama that you'd be in by 10. Well, Susie, baby, looks like we goofed again. Wake up pretty Susie, wake up pretty Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, please Susie, wake up. The movie wasn't so hot, it didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep by Goose's cooked our reputation he shot. Wake up, please Susie, wake up, please Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your papa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up, please Susie, wake up, please Susie, wake up, please Susie. Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if
you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was where we met. I loved you at first glance.